When the old lady emasculates you, you got to do what they fucking say.
It is padded room time, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Darian. I am back for another round of horror bullshit. Dusty has returned. What's up, Big Dust?
Oh, hello.
What's going on, dude?
Oh, fuck, not much, you know.
No?
Just one more day of work and then gonna have some nice little 4-day little mini vacation.
Yeah, nice. My vacation started at about 2:15 today.
Lucky bastard.
Yeah, I'm not going in tomorrow. I decided that.
I'm so jealous.
Why would I go in tomorrow? You know what I mean? I got off as early as I could today to start my vacation early. I'm not going back until next Wednesday. So I got, what is that, 3 to 6 days? 6 days? Well, 8 days total.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a busy 8 days, bro.
Oh, yeah.
It's the wife's birthday. We got all kinds of shit going on. We dragged you and the Red Queen into it also.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Happy to come. So it was a good time.
Absolutely. Hopefully there's no fist fights in the hallway.
Yeah.
Or what other problems have we had over the years? I think that was about the worst of it.
Yeah.
There was other things, but that was the worst of it. Yeah. But good times, dude.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Me too, man. Me too.
The wife's birthday weekend is always a good time.
We had to make some modifications this year, and that kind of sucks.
Damn kids, what it is.
We have stud athlete kids. Dusty is the problem.
School and all this nonsense.
Oh yeah. Your daughter is starting high school.
Yep.
My son is starting middle school.
Yep.
My daughter is a bitch.
No.
She's just a snappy little...
She's spunky.
She is extra spicy most of the time, and that's a whole...
But she's so cute, you just gotta roll
I can't even be mad at her.
No.
I can't even try.
She's got us both wrapped around her little
I know
finger.
she does, god damn it, man.
Can't say no to that little face.
Piss me off.
Piss
me right off.
So cute.
All right, get over here. Yes, here's $100.
Don't tell your brother or your mom.
Yeah. Damn it. God, what, she just did that hair thing, and it freaked me out. All right, man, well, we got a regular horror show to get into here, amigo.
All right.
We got listener mail, horror news, all the usual fun stuff. I say we hit it with a little horror news.
Yeah, buddy.
Horror news.
All right, what do you got there, fella?
All right, so trailers are up for The Conjuring Last Rites. Have you watched it?
I have.
I think it looks pretty good.
It does.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one.
Yeah. Well, they always look good in the trailer.
Yeah.
I'm not really mad at any of the Conjuring movies. It's the spin-offs that tend to piss me off.
Yeah, I can see that.
You know, the Nun, I'm still not... I haven't gotten over The Nun yet. That first Annabelle movie,
The first Nun was okay. The second one, poo-poo.
I feel like... Well, I agree on the second one. The first one, my biggest problem was that it had so much potential, and then they just killed it with a PG-13 rating.
Well, that's what they do with all this fucking shit now.
I know. It's got to be marketable to tweens.
I was kind of explaining that to the kid the other day. I said, back in the 80s, horror movies came out fucking just strict R, right?
Yeah,
that's
totally.
all we did, right?
Oh, yeah.
You had to have blood, guts, boobs. That was a quintessential 80s horror stuff.
That's the formula right there.
Yeah. So, and that's kind of the infancy, right? The early 80s was the MPAA was like just getting going, and they were fucking hardcore.
Oh, yeah.
So they were making the guys cut stuff out of their movies and stuff that would be in a PG-13 movie nowadays had to be cut out.
Oh yeah,
of Friday the 13th movies and stuff like that back in the day. So I told her that. I said, well, nowadays they want to. It's all about making money.
Yeah,
putting asses in seats, and if you can make it a PG-13, then you'll get more asses in seats than R-rated movies.
Exactly.
But there's all these caveats to that. Like you look at let's just say Deadpool Wolverine, right? So makes gajillion fucking dollars. R-rated movie. Yeah. So I think might be a little shift to the norm where you can still get people to come watch an R-rated movie.
Sure.
Sell tickets.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that the studios take that in consideration when they start developing their content and making, well, let's just make a fucking R-rated horror movie, right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be so, gory, like a Terrifier. It doesn't have to be that bad.
Right.
Maybe we can make The Conjuring a little scarier and a little more gory and get an R rating.
Yeah, totally.
But who knows?
So I went to a horror convention once, and Rob Zombie was there. And he did this whole spiel about, this was when he was about to release The Devil's Rejects. We're talking like 2005.
Yeah.
And he was talking about his issues trying to get that movie to a place where it could be released in theaters. Because it had a hard R rating. But they were going to give it the X.
Or the NC-17.
Or the NC-17, but I think it might have still been X back then. But he said that the MPAA was like, oh, sure, you got this guy getting his fucking head blown all over the wall, and you got this chick get ripped in half, but we thought we saw a side nipple in there, so that's going to have to go.
Yeah.
All right, then.
Give me a fucking break.
So I don't think anybody really cares about the gore. It's all about seeing almost a vagina or something.
I think there's a formula.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
There's like, okay, only 2 heads coming off, maybe 1 dismemberment shown from the side. Like, there's a formula.
I'm sure.
That if you fall into any of these categories, too many on the gore score get you a fucking R, right? Or
2 1/4
nipple,
inch
that's an R rated.
Of ass crack is a 1/4 inch too much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any dicks?
No.
Nipples?
No.
That's an R.
Done.
All right, so next thing I got was Alien Earth to debut terrifying monsters in the sci-fi series. So what it's basically talking about is, like kind of we talked about a couple weeks ago when we were talking about this, is it sounds like it's some kind of a alien, like, research vessel that comes and crashes down.
Right.
And it's not just xenomorphs that are on board, and there's other creatures, right?
Yeah.
And the director was saying, well, some of these things are fucking damn near as gnarly as a xenomorph, but xenomorphs are still going to be, the lions of the jungle.
Apex.
But these fucking things are no slouches either.
Okay.
So.
That's cool.
Different types of xenomorphs, and I'm getting pretty pumped for it.
Yeah, me too.
It comes
Looks
out
good.
the 12th of August.
Yeah.
So I think it debuts with a 2-episode debut, and then
perfect.
A weekly after that. So
see, that's the thing, man. They're called xenomorphs, and as I understood it, I could be completely wrong, but the xenomorph starts as an egg from the hive queen.
Yep.
From there comes out the facehugger.
Yep.
Facehugger goes and finds something.
Something.
Anything.
Yep.
Could be a human.
Right.
If it hits a human, then what you get is the standard xenomorph.
Correct. Drone xenomorph.
Yeah, but what if it got into like a I don't know, like AVP,
yeah.
Predator. Remember, one of them hit the Predator, and then at the very end, you had the little Predator, chest burster thing with the mandibles.
Right.
So what if it got into like a fucking saber-toothed tiger or
exactly.
something? You know? I mean,
do you remember there was a line of Predator or Aliens toys back in the fucking 90s.
Yeah, I remember those.
Where there was a bat alien.
Yeah,
there was
a
lion alien.
Yeah,
a fucking rhinoceros alien. You remember all those things? Yeah, so I'm hoping they go that route to see how that would come about.
Yeah,
right? Because the one in Alien 3 came out of a Rottweiler. Remember that?
Yes,
and it was all quadruped the whole time.
Yeah,
so he was a little different. Right? He was a dog alien, right?
Yeah,
so still had the mindset of a drone. But
I want to see like a cow alien, just like a big fat lazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like
just
fuck off. I'm not gonna.
And then they have the jaw like slowly comes out and gets some grass and then goes back in. I'm just saying,
that'd be great.
That would be stupid. Right on, man. I'm into it too. I'm into it.
I'm excited. It's gonna be a good one, I think. Well, hopefully, All right, so this will make our boy Tom Hardy maybe happy.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the remake of The Witchboard?
I have.
All right. They dropped a trailer for that, too. Did you watch it?
I did.
It looks pretty all right.
It looks a hell of a lot better than the original Witchboard.
Yep, I agree. Yeah, I watched the trailer. I was like, this has some potential right
totally,
there.
totally.
Yeah. And that's coming out on August 15th.
I'm into that. So. Straight to VOD, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think it's a limited theatrical release. But
okay.
Then, but
right
the trailer looked promising. So.
Trailers always look good.
I know.
Right?
I know. There's always maybe they're showing you. I hate it when they show you the best shit in the trailer.
Yeah. Or they ruin the ending for you at the end.
Or ruin a big fucking secret that you think, well, I wish I hadn't seen that because it would have been cool to see that unfold during the movie.
Yeah. Give me some clues.
Yeah.
Right on. Is that all you got, man?
That's all I got.
Dude. Angry Orchard is releasing a thriller pack of Friday the 13th themed hard ciders.
All right.
I know a certain young lady in Tennessee is probably relieving her panties as we speak. She loves Angry Orchard and she loves Jason Voorhees. Yep. So there you have it, Sarah Harrell.
Oh, she got to try that. That sounds like a good Halloween spooky season type drink.
I'm not a big fan of the Angry Orchard, man. It's got a weird aftertaste.
I don't like sweet stuff.
Yeah, I'm
not a sweet alcohol guy.
I mean, I'm a shots dude myself. Yeah, I don't want to spend all night. Like if I drink too much beer, I'm just going to fart and burp until I fall asleep.
Sure.
And probably after I fall asleep, from what the wife tells me.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I really don't care what it tastes like. So just get me hammered, and we'll call it good. Speaking of hammered, Finn Wolfhard is teasing a Stranger Things spinoff. No idea where that would go or how that would work, but I'm interested either way.
Yeah, because Stranger Things comes out
pretty soon.
Yeah, they're doing was it season 5, the final season?
Yeah.
November, and then the second part's October, and the second part comes out in November.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very excited for that.
Yeah.
Turbo Kid the game hit Nintendo Switch today.
Did it?
It did.
Did you go to your son's new Nintendo Switch and download it and try to play it?
I attempted it. I cannot figure that fucking thing out. Oh. He's going to have to show me how to use it. I'm like, is there a on? What? Deacon!
If all else fails, you can just pick it up and do it from looking at the little screen.
Okay, all right. I might have to go that route. I'm not versed in the Nintendo Switch. Margot Robbie is in talks to star in Tim Burton's Attack of the 50-Foot Woman remake. Now, this movie has already been remade a couple of times. The last 50-Foot Woman was Daryl Hannah, I believe, in 1992. This is at least that version was a comedy. I'm sure Tim Burton's version will be some kind of a gothy,
probably a goth
brooding kind of a...
He throws a lot of humor in it.
He does, yeah. So, something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Lastly, this is something I'm very interested in. Have you ever seen a movie called The Mutilator, 1986?
It doesn't ring a bell.
You probably have, but it doesn't. It's a very forgettable slasher movie. It's so strange, dude. Now I'm going to go off on a little bit of a rant because the movie isn't actually called. Well, it is technically called The Mutilator, but if you start the movie, the first thing that pops up is Fall Break. Starring so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so. And 99% of the movie is a teenage romantic comedy. These kids go to a beach house. They're having a great time playing party games, and there's all kinds of antics, and this chick likes that guy, and they go off to make out, and that chick is with this dude, and they go off to a pool. The killing doesn't start until like the last 10 minutes of the movie.
Oh. Okay.
It's a very strange movie. Made in 1986, Mutilator 2 is now available on video on demand.
All right.
It is. I got to see it because deadly curious as to how the fuck we have a sequel to this thing.
Okay.
Really, I should rewatch the first one and then track it down, I think.
Yeah, can you even find that thing anywhere?
It's on Shudder.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, you can find it on, Joe Bob did a thing on it.
That'd be a better version to watch anyway. So it takes you a little longer, but it's...
Oh, yeah, it's good. You're looking at 4 hours if you want to get into that. That's all I got on the horror news, dude. You ready for some listener mail?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Listener mail.
Yes, sir. We got some voicemails coming at us here, Dust.
All right.
Let's start things off with our main man in Alabama. Alan is in the house.
What's going on, Alan?
Added room, what's up? Hope everybody's doing good.
What's going on?
Let's see.
Huh.
It's been a chaotic week, but I got some stuff watched. I watched Death of the Unicorn.
Okay. I heard good things.
That was pretty good.
Right on.
Watched We Are Still Here. That had been one I had not watched yet.
What do you think of that?
I was thinking, for some reason, I thought it was going to be like one of those slow burn, almost like A24 ghost movies.
Yeah.
And then after y'all talked about it, I was like, okay, I'm going to watch this. Loved it.
Good show, right?
Living Dead at Manchester Morgue. I've seen it several times. I own it.
Me too.
The booby bite. That's the part that always gets me. Let's see. And, Meat Hook, you're talking about World War II horror films. It seems like we always focus on the Germans.
True.
Well, I don't know of other Japanese ones, but I know they made a whole bunch about Unit 734, I think, the Bacterial Core. Men Behind the Sun, A Philosophy of a Knife.
Yeah.
And I think there's another one just called like Unit 734 or something. But we forget those, and I've yet to see Philosophy of a Knife. I know that's long, but I have seen the first Men Behind the Sun, and that's pretty hardcore.
It's a rough watch.
I got to go back and listen to Clues. I think I know who you are, Mr. Darian.
Oh, do you now?
Anyway, I'll call back in a minute. Talk to you later.
Sounds good.
Thanks, Alan.
Have you ever seen Philosophy of a Knife?
I have not.
Are you familiar at all with Unit 731?
Mm-mm.
I could regale you with some very gruesome things that happened during World War II, perpetrated by the Japanese. Mostly Chinese. Well, the rape of Nanking as a whole. I'm not going to ruin your day, Dusty. All right. But I could if I chose
I'm really
to.
happy right now.
I could tell.
To get knocked down.
Yeah, no, I could really gross you out and have you lose your faith in humanity. But that basically, to paraphrase, Unit 731 was a Japanese internment unit where they basically just decided to start experimenting on prisoners of war. Mostly Chinese and Russian, because that's where their theater of war was. But they did some really gnarly shit, dude. Really gnarly shit.
Their partner Adolf was doing the same shit.
Yeah, but the Japanese took it
to another level.
They seem to really enjoy themselves, I think. At least the Nazis could kind of half-ass hide behind science and developing things. Japanese were just having fun with it. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. A lot of movies were made about it. The one that Alan was referring to, Philosophy of a Knife. I've seen it. It's very long. It's a lot like a Marilyn Manson music video. Just weird. You get what's going on, but it's portrayed in such a weird Art Deco kind of... I don't know. It's very I feel like it was directed in a way to further impact the atrocities of what happened, but at the same time, it's like, do we need the fucking music behind it, or
it's like happy music while they're mutilating guys?
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes, and sometimes it's like 9 Inch Nails, like a guy in a gas mask and a gimp suit pops out, and it's a thing, man. It is definitely a thing. I'm going to recommend you don't do a deep dive on it because it's going to give you nightmares, I think.
All right.
Or at least make you...
Uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's a thing. Alan called back. He thinks he figured me out. Let's see what he says.
Figure this one out.
I'm back. Anyway, it's Mr. Darian, you're my Bloody Valentine 3D.
Damn it!
Yes. Damn it! About the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. Okay. I like it. I think it's better than some of the later ones with Robert Englund.
Thank you very much.
Scary again.
How about that shit?
Freddy was, we talked about this. Freddy turned into a stand-up comedian, and it got silly.
It's true.
I liked the fact that it took Freddy back to scary.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck. Stand by, Alan. I forgot my phone time's out. Okay.
I've kind of given up on incidents around the house.
I don't blame you.
It's just, I don't know. Not really digging it. I started listening to 20th Century Ghosts.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I got to the one, I think, where the guy turns into the giant cicada, but I like having that breakup.
Yeah.
I thought Pop Art was pretty good.
Very strange.
Yeah.
I've read some other Joe Hill stuff. I read Nosferatu.
That's a good one.
I think I read Heart-Shaped Box.
That's my favorite.
That is the best.
I read the one he did with his dad called Throttle, which is like the
I've not read
bikers
that one.
versus the big truck. I've read some of the shorter fiction. It's
Okay.
really good. Anyway, that's all I got. Talk to y'all later. Hope y'all have a good week. Bye.
Beautiful. Thanks for calling in, Alan.
Thanks for calling in.
Yeah, I read I listened to. I did read Nosferatu. Heart-Shaped Box, The Fireman. There's another one, isn't there?
Horns.
That was one of my favorites.
Yeah, I liked Horns.
I think my favorite is still Heart-Shaped Box. Dude.
I agree.
That's a straight horror
It is.
novel.
It is. It's a good one.
Yeah, there's
Really good
no
one.
weird. I tried to get into the
Dead rock star ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Well, the rock star owns the ghost.
That's right. Yes, what it is.
In a weird.
Yes.
He bought it online.
Yes.
Of all things.
Yeah.
But it's a great writer. I listened to In the Tall Grass.
The Tall Grass. He did that with his old
With
man.
his dad. If I remember it being very short and being a little disappointed by the movie.
It was, yeah, I agree. It was a Netflix original movie. The movie wasn't as good as the book, I thought.
Yeah.
The book was kind of a novella.
It was very short.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if I remember right, the book was literally them going into the grass, or the guy going into the grass, getting lost, getting all fucked up, hearing voices, and then there was a building, but it all boils down to the rock with the symbols on it. In the movie, there was like a bowling alley or something out there, and they went to the bowling alley and got on the roof.
Yeah, it was.
They tried to flesh it out.
They did. They tried to make it longer, I think.
Yeah.
Fit it like a feature film.
Yeah.
Length, when it was a shorter story, really. So.
Yeah.
But I like Joe Hill's writing. He also did a graphic novel called
Lock and
Key.
And
actually did a show on Netflix.
I started watching it, and I stopped for certain reasons. Which I'm not going to get into right now.
It's kind of odd. I read through the graphic novel. I think I got it on Amazon or something. You can look at it on your iPad or whatever. Mm-hmm. So the graphic novel was pretty good. I stopped watching the show as well. I don't remember why, but I just wasn't into it.
I was watching it with the family, and it took a very strange turn. Mm-hmm. That I didn't care for, and I didn't think I need. Maybe if I had watched it by myself, I would have liked it more. But it is very fantasy more than horror.
It was, yeah. It was not really horror, yeah.
Right on, dude. Thanks for calling in, Alan. You got me, you son of a bitch. I was My Bloody Valentine 3D remake. Here comes Tom Hardy. Hey
yo, padded room. How's my favorite degenerates this week?
Hey, we're here.
Do hope everyone is doing well.
We're doing okay.
To get in real quick. Let me see. We got no meat hooks. I got nothing on the what are you looking at department.
All right.
But I do think I got you on the educate.
What you got?
It's got to be the My Bloody Valentine remake.
You did it.
Fucking love the original. Watched the remake. Thought it was okay. Watched it the second time. Actually preferred it the second time I saw it. Still prefer the original.
Me too.
That's actually a pretty decent remake.
I agree.
All in all. Anyway, that's all I got. Hope all is well. Love you like family. Bye now.
Hope all is well with you, Mr. Hardy.
Thank you.
Love you too. You got me for sure. Did you saw the My Bloody Valentine remake?
Yeah.
Did you see it in the theater?
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
It's one of the last movies I got to see in a theater with my dad.
Your old man, yeah.
He didn't quite know what to make of that 3D. He was juking and jiving and dodging things the whole movie.
Yeah, it was good though. That was back in the 3D heyday when they. I think was it like Avatar that came out? That was
Avatar,
like 3D.
Yeah.
What was started? They started doing the 3D shit again.
Yeah.
It's kind of fallen by the wayside now. I think they still put out a few here and there.
Every now and then. Yeah. When that first started, I went out and got the high end 3D TV.
Yeah.
They came with glasses that you had to put batteries in.
Okay.
Because it worked on some kind of weird like flashing thing. So the glasses had to flash at like the same resolution or something.
Okay.
But it was pretty full on.
Yeah, a friend of ours had one, and I looked at it, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's not as like, when you're in the theater, it's like, fucking hell, it's like, cool. 3D. The last 3D movie I saw, I think, dude, sometimes you're sitting there for the whole thing, and I don't know. maybe my old eyes, start getting a fucking headache, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so the Red Queen and the kid were like, let's go watch Avatar in 3D. I was like, I don't want to fucking do 3D.
Yeah.
It's a 3 fucking hour movie, 3.5 hour movie.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, it'll be fun. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So we go and do it. And it's funny because by the end of it, the Red Queen and the daughter were like, I don't think I want to watch 3D movies anymore. Everybody had a ripping headache by the end of the fucking movie.
I don't feel too good. That's weird how that affects you, man.
Yeah.
I remember we went to your house a couple years ago and played a board game where we had to wear blackout glasses.
Oh, yeah.
That gave me a headache.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't because, it's because, with the blackout glasses, you open your eyes and...
It's super bright out.
Well, yeah, so you're basically just staring at a reflection of your own eyeballs inside the blackout glasses. Yeah. That gave me a fucking headache.
Yeah, I can see that.
All right, I'm old and tired and...
we're just a couple of broke dicks, aren't we?
That's what it is. You goddamn kids in your 3D. All right, man, you got anything for Tom Hardy or Alan?
Thanks for calling in, fellas.
Absolutely. Love you guys. I think it's time for a movie, senor.
All right.
Why do bad things happen to good people? We're just a regular family like anybody else. We didn't ask for this, and we didn't deserve it. It's perfect. It's spacious and affordable. I'm just wondering, where's the catch?
Well, it does have a bit of a history.
First one upstairs gets first choice of rooms.
Matt, did you find a bedroom? Down here?
It's nice and it's cool. Everything's back there.
Mm-hmm.
Matt? Who put these things under the floorboards?
I've seen this kid almost every day since we've been here.
You're scaring me.
We'll join the club.
So check it out. They'd held seances in this house. People not only contacted the dead, but made things appear.
There is something in this house. Something no longer living and not yet passed over.
What happened in the house?
Something evil. And it wants your son.
God, what have you done to yourself? You can't have this.
You must get out now!
I have to get my son!
That's a pretty creepy piano right there, Dusty.
Very creepy.
Holy cow.
Dun.
Ooh. Oh, you got more than 3 keys on that thing? Because you're playing the hell out of those ones. It is The Haunting in Connecticut from 2009. Got 5.8 stars on IMDb. Directed by Peter Cornell. Written by Adam Simpson. This one stars Virginia Madsen, Elias Koteas, and the Kyle Gallner, sir.
Yep.
My man. This is his first starring role right
Is
here.
it?
It is.
He'd seem younger.
He was, he's very young in this one. I think he was, I don't know, what do you think, 19, 20, something like that?
Probably about there. Looks about right, yeah. But these guys always playing either younger than themselves or older than themselves.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. He is not, 2009, this movie is almost 20 years old.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. we literally, by the end of the month, we're going to watch him in Strange Darling, which came out...
last year.
Yeah.
2024,
He does not look that different.
No, he doesn't.
He put on a lot of muscle for Strange Darling. But we'll get into that. Not that I've explored the muscle
You compare
in
it.
Strange Darling. I know his body.
He must be working
I know his body, Dusty. I forgot how fucking hot Virginia Madsen was, man.
That's the mom?
That's the mom.
Yeah.
And she sent me directly to some stepmom websites that I had to... She was banging in this
she's one. She's the mom. You ever watch that show, The Goldbergs?
No.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah?
Yeah, she's the mom.
She's the mom in that one, too? She is basically horror royalty. Candyman. This one, of course. Well, not that this one really means anything. What else? Quite a few horror films that we know and love. If you want to see her naked, there's a movie that came out in the late 80s called Gotham.
Okay.
She plays a ghost haunting a private detective.
Huh.
Private detective is Tommy Lee Jones.
Okay.
And apparently...
I think I've seen that.
Apparently you can have sex with a ghost.
All right.
Because that happens quite a bit.
Ray Stantz got a nice little BJ. By one,
yeah, from a...
a floating...
thing. Yeah, you could do that, man. That's a thing. Need to hang out at more haunted houses.
Yeah, we do.
Hello, ladies. I'm a terrified young man. Yeah, so this is supposedly based on a true story.
Yep.
I did a little research and found this true story to be bullshit.
Bullshit, yeah.
That is just my opinion. I'm sure there's some believers out there. Really, whenever the Warrens...
Creative liberties that were taken.
Totally. And I feel like whenever the Warrens are involved... It's probably going to be a bunch of crap.
Yeah,
that's just my opinion.
No, yeah, they have their exploits and what they wrote, but it's always obviously fucking.
Oh yeah, big money.
Yeah,
of course. We are going back to hallowed antiquity, Dusty, the year of our Lord 1987.
Great year.
I was.
Yeah.
What was I? 6th grade or something like that? I don't remember.
I don't know.
And we have a family, East Coast, and they are on their way back from a hospital trip. Well, Mom and the kid is. We have the kid, played by Kyle Gallner. His name is Matt. Mom, Sarah. Matt has lymphoma, and it is terminal, and it's not looking good, but the good news is he may be eligible for some kind of a experimental program that may be able to help him with what's going on. Now, that part of the story is true. The people that moved into the house that we're referencing here did have a terminally ill son, and they moved into the house because it was closer to the hospital that they were taking him to on a regular basis in Connecticut. So, that being said, we're going to pick up with our characters, Matt and Sarah, Mom and her son, driving back from the hospital. Matt has just received his chemo, and he is terribly ill, very pale, doing his best to keep his spirits up, but needing to throw up every 15, 20 minutes because of the nausea that this brings on.
Yeah.
It sucks. She pulls over, he throws up. They go back to the house, which I believe, as part of the true story, was somewhere in New York. They go back and they're like, bro, we can't, these trips are killing him. If the fucking cancer doesn't get him, then the trips will for sure, or the treatment. So they decide that they're going to try to find a place closer to the hospital in Connecticut. Now we're going to meet this family. We have Dad, who's a contractor. We have a cousin who is staying and helping out with the household responsibilities. Her name is Wendy. And we have 2 younger siblings. I believe the girl was the younger sister of Wendy.
I believe so, yeah.
And the son was...
at one point she calls the mom Aunt Sarah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And Uncle Peter. And the son was the younger brother of Matt.
Matt, yeah.
So we kind of have like a little family meeting. We decide...
The dad, he like when he came on the screen... I've seen this movie before, but I've kind of forgotten. Not in a long time.
Yeah.
But the Red Queen and I watching it together, I was like, God... That dad always plays a fucking prick, doesn't he?
And he's usually an alcoholic.
Yes, exactly.
Son of a bitch.
He just got that face, just that...
Character actor.
Just a dickhead,
yep,
mean bastard face.
A little bit hungover, but not afraid to slap somebody around.
Oh, yeah. He looked just a freaking prick.
Or smash some light bulbs for no fucking reason. That's the dumbest thing I ever... All right, we'll get into that in a second. Look at him. There he is.
Just a resting dickhead face.
Get off my lawn, you little shits. So that's what's happening. They decide that that's what we're going to do. So at the next hospital visit, Sarah and Matt go and they start scoping out some possible rentals there in Connecticut, close to the hospital. Nothing so far. They do find a beautiful colonial house. They pull up on it just as the landlord is hammering in the for rent sign, And he's like, I'll give you the first month for free if I don't have to hammer in this sign. So they go in, they check it out. It's affordable. He doesn't mind having 4 kids in there. They kind of explain the situation, and Mom makes an executive decision to go ahead and take the place, which is great.
Even after he told her the history.
Yes, he did tell her the history that the house was a funeral home. She didn't divulge that to anybody.
To the husband, yeah.
But they're on their way back to New York, and Matt gets sick again, so Mom just pulls the car around right there in the middle of the night and goes back to the rental, calls the landlord. He's like, yeah, come on in. I put a mattress down there for you. And this is where the weirdness starts, Dusty. They get in there, and Matt is immediately having bananas dreams. Now, this could be because of his illness, or it could be because of the house, or it could be just because he's a crazy teenager. This one is pretty subtle. It's just a lot of like jump cuts to like blood flowing, people holding hands, and that's about it, really. Maybe a dead foot.
Yeah, it wasn't a whole lot in the first.
Not a lot going on there. Next day, Mom calls Dad, and hey, well, this is where we're at now, so you might as well go ahead and come on up. So we make the executive decision again. I guess this is what we're doing. We have the rental, but Dad's going to stay in the house in New York, so he can work.
Yes,
at the
construction site or whatever he's
doing his contracting, and he will come up on the weekends to spend the weekend with the family.
Yeah.
Okay, that part of the story, as far as I know, is true so far.
It seems logical.
Yeah.
I mean, he can't, if they're in one city, he can't, his job's there, and he can't leave.
And I don't know how far of a drive Connecticut is from New York.
Everything on the East Coast I don't think is
it's
entirely too far.
Packed in.
It all depends on traffic, I'd imagine.
You got a freeway going everywhere, so there you go. Okay, so that's the plan. We get moved in. We're picking out our bedrooms. Matt decides he wants the basement as his bedroom. Now, this makes sense because the basement...
Fuck that.
I mean, I got to be honest with you.
I lived in a basement before.
Did you?
But it wasn't that fucking creepy.
No? That was a creepy-ass basement.
When I first moved out of the house, moved into a house with 5 other fucking dudes.
You took the basement?
I took the basement.
Nice.
Because, the horror dork that I am.
Of course.
But it was definitely... That window, the glass in this one here...
Yeah.
That was the...
Okay, we're going to get into that. But... So our buddy Dale lived in a basement apartment for like 5 years, and he would get so depressed because he's basically living in a cave, and all he had was those little top windows, and he would look up and just see feet like shoes walking by. Made him feel like a real piece.
Having fun out there.
I remember when I could go out in the sunlight and see people. All I see now is shoes mostly. Oh, buddy.
Yeah, I did the same thing. Well, no, I didn't. I had a house full of other dudes who would always be palling around with. So
right on. He takes the basement as his bedroom, and it makes sense because he's always up throwing up, and the basement has its own bathroom, and it's a lot cooler down there, which might help with his treatments or whatever. So it makes sense. But the thing is, there's like a walled-off office thing in the basement, and they can't get into it because it's locked, and the window, it's just completely dark back there, but it's like a windowed wall that separates some other side of the basement. Very strange. They all come down, what's back there? They try the door, it won't open. So
now if you could open the door and see into there, then I wouldn't have a problem.
It wouldn't be as creepy.
But it's just like the opaque black windows. Nah, fuck that.
Those are all cameras, and they're all pointed at me.
Yeah.
Somebody wants to watch me beat off or something is what it is.
No,
or at least that's what I'm going to tell myself, and I'm going to give them a show, Dusty. Is that what you want? This is what you want, you fuckers? You got
the best 2 minutes of your life there, window creepers.
Let me just strike a pose for you. Yeah. Here's my PayPal link, by the way. So that's what's going on. We get everybody else into the house and situated. Dad has a antique classic truck he's very proud of. He doesn't want anybody scratching it or anything like that. Little side story there for you. It doesn't really matter too much yet. We get everybody situated. Now, as people are walking through the house and picking out their rooms and stuff, we're going to get little snippets here and there, like a window door closes and we see somebody standing in the background for a hot second. We get like little shadow people moving around. The place is clearly haunted. It's a fucking funeral home.
Yeah.
Now, Mom chose not to divulge that information, and rightfully so, because here we are. We have our deathly ill child who needs treatment. Why? We have a house that we can stay in during said treatment. Why go any further than that? I don't think we need to. I think we're good right there. So let's just get this done and over with and move back to New York.
Ignorance is bliss, I guess.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
What is that weird shit in the basement? Don't worry about it. All right. So, again, this kind of escalates a little bit. Matt keeps having these weird visions, like he kind of dozes off for a second, and he gets more of the people in the dressed in like 1900s garb, holding hands, stuff like that.
Early 19th century, or early 1900s.
Yeah, I would say turn of the century.
Yeah.
Mom is cleaning up the place, and there's like a big bay window on the first floor with like a seated nook, right? And underneath the nook is like some cabinetry, and she opens it up and finds a bunch of pictures. It's memento mori. It's pictures of dead people.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty creepy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, being the fucking weirdo that I am, I think it's cool.
Well, it was
customary.
Normal.
Yeah, it was
right?
customary.
I mean, like, they get into it a little bit later on. This is probably the only time these people have had their picture taken in their entire lives.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
So, I mean,
I think it's just the propping him up and acting like he's
Weekend at Bernie style.
Yeah, like, oh, hey, look at my buddy here.
Look at my brother.
Hey, this guy.
Now I get all the attention. Lucky me.
That's a dead guy, dude. That is a dead guy. Creepy. So that's kind of gnarly, and she finds them, and I mean, it's clearly memento mori, but it's pictures dating back to probably 1800s, and she's like, yeah, nope, right into the dumpster with you, as she should. From there, we get more subtle paranormal stuff, footsteps going on. Matt turns the TV off one day and sees the reflection of somebody in the TV screen, the old tube screen, and that's kind of creepy. Just staying on a very subtle level to start with. In the meantime, Matt's treatments continue. Good news, he's a candidate for the experimental treatment program, whatever that is. So we can start that. Bad news, whatever the process is behind this experimental treatment shit is gonna be pretty harsh, man.
Yeah, I think it was direct. It was like a direct radiation. He had that cover on his face to keep the stuff on his face, but the rest of him was really like sunburned-ish, like real gnarly. Yeah. Seemed like painful. Yeah.
Jacked him up. But if it's going to save his life, then you can't really argue with that. But still, that's good news. So that kicks off and we get things going. Every time Matt goes to sleep, he has another dream about this some kind of a... It's basically a seance is what's happening. And it's happening there in the house. Everybody's in 1920s style garb. There's a kid there who appears to be like leading this seance. And during one of these visions, the kid like upchucks a bunch of...
goo.
It's ectoplasm. It is, but it's not the fun Ghostbusters ectoplasm. No, this is like it floats out and it like
does, a lava lamp.
Yeah, does like a disco thing and kind of lights up a little bit. Matt always wakes up in the middle of this and he's in a panic and freaking right out. Now we have to do the thing that we always do in the haunted house when there's more than two kids involved. We have to play hide and seek.
Yeah, why not? Why wouldn't you?
Why would you do that? Don't do that. Don't ever do that.
That's all he had. Remember, this is the 80s.
Oh, I know.
You had to entertain yourself.
That's
there was no Game Boys and Switches.
Nope, none of that.
VRs.
No. And
you had to actually play with each other.
Shit.
Ride bikes.
Go outside of the house.
Chase each other around. Throw rocks at each other.
Yes. Get hurt.
Yeah.
You got to get hurt. So off we go, and we're playing hide and seek. Matt's doing okay. He's a little slow, and he's very pale. He's getting around. The kids are hiding. Wendy's kind of there officiating in a weird way. We get out. We get running around. Matt goes to hide in like an upstairs bathroom, and he sees the kid from his continuous nightmares and visions, the 20s kid that throws up the ectoplasm, shoot right past him in the hallway. And he's like, what the fuck? So he follows the kid. The kid goes downstairs, breaks for the front door, makes it to the front door, and like a weird phantom hand grabs the kid by the hair and pulls him into a side hallway. Down into the basement the kid goes. Matt follows him, gets down there, can't find the kid, but the door to that strange office area is now creaked open. Well, I've been dying to know what's in there this whole time, so in I go. This part is actually pretty cool. He goes in there, and it's a mortuary. Well, I guess it's
like
more
an
of an autopsy room. Yeah,
like an embalming table.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's got all the cool lab equipment and the the table and all that shit. Why would that still be there after 80 years?
It wouldn't.
No.
It would be all out of there.
Why wouldn't the landlord clear that crap out? It's fine. It's fine. I'm just
There's
asking
a lot of
questions.
things. You look at this, you're like, oh.
Oh, right then. I said good day, sir. But yeah, it's all still there, and he's like, whoa, yeah. Down comes the younger brother. He's like, oh, you got the door open. How cool. And Matt's like, hey, how about you hop on the table here? So the kid hops on there, and Matt just spins the living piss out of him.
Oh, yeah. Probably didn't puke on him right there.
Yeah, the kid's going, stop it. And Matt just keeps spinning him and spinning him and spinning him. Eventually, Wendy comes down, and she's like, hey, man. And then he stops him, and the kid's all, oh God, what? We finally got down there, and now Mom has to come clean, because here's all this funeral shit. We have dinner that night. Mom's like, yeah, so this place may have been a funeral home.
Well, Dad comes down and sees the boys in
Yeah.
So he's I must have loosened it when I...
Yeah, totally. I'll take credit
like,
for this.
What the fuck?
And
he's
all
like,
of this.
Right. And he's like, you knew about this? You didn't say anything?
Yeah.
You deceitful little harlot.
Vixen, you are. How dare you? But then they have like a family meeting over dinner. Okay, it was a funeral home, but long time ago. No need to worry about it. We're going to get Matt fixed up, and we're going to get the hell out of here. In the meantime, everybody just chill out. Okay. That night, more visions, of course, and then the next day, Matt goes to treatment. While he's at treatment, he meets another guy there that's also at the hospital for treatment. We're gonna meet our old friend Elias Koteas, Casey Jones.
Yep. Is that funny how yours and my brain both went there?
Casey Jones, bro.
He's played many other things.
Dude, he looked great with his shirt off. In Ninja Turtles, he was beating the fuck out of him.
He was younger back then,
Oh,
too.
totally. He had like long hair, talking shit the whole time. This is actually the second movie that Elias Koteas and Virginia Madsen did together. First one being The Prophecy with Christopher Walken.
Yep.
So there's that for you. There he is, and he's like, hey, how are you there, fella? Yeah, we're probably both going to be dead here pretty quick, so might as well be nice to each other. And he introduces himself, gives him a business card. He's actually a pastor, Elias Koteas.
Yeah, or pastor,
Pastor Popescu, or something or other. He's like, yeah, you want to talk to somebody about this. I've been through it already, and, well, I'm still here, so I must have done something right. But here you go. Yeah, a little bonding moment there. Very nice. Now Matt goes back to his house. Now things are getting very funky, and the visions are ramping up. We're learning more and more about what's going on here. We decide to play a second game of hide and go seek because the first one wasn't creepy enough.
No.
Let's go hide again. All right, excellent. Off we go. Run around the house, hide. Somehow, like in the upper attic or cellar or something, one of the younger kids accidentally kicks a hole in the floor or steps through some loose boards.
Yeah, it was a rotted hole, or like a rotted board, and she was trying to hide in the attic, and her foot
went
fell
through. Yeah. So she screams, and everybody runs up, and then they pull her out.
But the other kid was in the dumbwaiter.
Yeah.
And
he got felt up.
Well, yeah. So pretty fucking
so guys,
creepy ghost guy was in there with him.
That's just what we need. I'd get the house that's haunted by dead pedophiles. Fucking perfect.
Great.
Oh, why couldn't I get the 13 ghost house? At least that one chick had breast implants.
Oh, yeah. That was a good one.
I liked her. So, yeah, all creepy stuff. We get the chick out of the hole in the floor, and we find a bunch of shit underneath the floorboards of the hole. We got a box, and we got a like a journal album type of a thing. Mm-hmm. So we pull it out, and we start looking at all the shit in there. We got a bunch of newspaper clippings. Turns out the guy, though, we're going to do some Scooby Gang action, and I'm going to glaze through this. The guy that used to run the funeral parlor would also do, quote-unquote, spiritual sessions from time to time.
Yep.
There,
where you could talk to your
dead
deceased,
your dead
loved
guy,
one, yeah,
your dead guy that you just took a picture with, and his assistant was the kid, and the kid was also a medium. Mm-hmm. So now we know what's going on here.
Jonah, I think his name was,
very exciting. Wendy, the cousin, is like, well, how about I go down to the library and check this out? So she goes and does a bunch of research. Open up the box they find, and it looks like a bunch of potato chips with hair. That's what either that or like dried mangoes with hair on them. Ugh. Still gross. Yeah. Definitely don't eat those. No. I know you're tempted to. I'm going to tell you not to do it.
At this point, we know what they are because we saw one of his visions.
Well, we can draw that conclusion. Yeah. One of his visions showed the doctor kind of, or somebody I should say, using a weird like ice cream scooper thing to basically cut the eyelids off of dead bodies. Mm-hmm. Exciting.
That were covered in runes.
All graffitied up. Yeah. Okay. Very exciting. Love what you're doing here. So off she goes, gets more information. We learned that the old funeral director's name and the name of the kid. His name's Jonah, and it's getting more creepy because more and more weird shit is happening around the house. But at this point in the film, the only weird shit is happening to Matt, and Mom and Dad are very quick to write this off as Matt's chemo and the stress of the treatment and all that, and his mind's playing tricks on him. But
problem with that though is, remember, they were saying at the experimental treatment, if he starts seeing or hearing things, then they got to drop him from the trial. So
exactly,
he's trying to keep it on the DL that he's not seeing things. He doesn't want it because he wants to keep getting this treatment, so he doesn't want him to kick him out. So he's really not telling anybody about it for a while until he kind of confides in his cousin, I guess.
Wendy.
The Scooby Gang stuff. Yeah.
Yep. That's what happens. He goes back to treatment, and whatever they hit him with this time, they're like, oh, well, it's going to be like a bad sunburn. So, he's going to blister, and he's going to be real red. So, aloe vera or something. He comes home, and his mom tries to give him a hug, and he's like, God fucking damn it, don't touch me. And she's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And then we jump to Hammered Town, where basically Mom has a couple of pops and then goes to bed and cries. And back in New York, Dad has a couple of pops and a lot of pops.
A lot of pops, yeah.
And plays the guitar and then trashes the living room.
I think it was like his den where he used to play his guitar and shit.
A lot of old cassette tapes in there.
Cassette tapes, yeah.
And he roundhouse kicked all of them.
Yeah.
Right through the window. Get the fuck out of here.
Then he decided to come give the family a visit.
Well, that's a little bit later. But we have this cathartic moment where the entire family is breaking down at the same time. And Matt's laying in bed all blistered up. The kids are a little off-put because Matt is becoming more angry and hostile, so they're keeping their distance. Wendy is trying to figure out if Matt's crazy or if the house is actually haunted. Mom and Dad are on the verge of possibly a divorce or possibly just kind of maybe looking at hospice care for Matt, because
I don't think they're on the defeated realm yet. I know there was tensions because she basically was saying that he was a alcoholic, or he is an alcoholic, and he made promises, and she took him back. It sounds like there was history there,
previous alcohol related incidents. All right, well, that's pretty creepy. But now things are getting really weird. So they come home from that one, or actually Matt's already home. She comes home, and all the chairs are stacked like in that weird bay window area. And Matt is huddled behind him, and he's been clawing at one of the wall panels to the point where his hands are bloody.
Bleeding, yeah.
They're like, dude, what are you doing? And he kind of freaks out, but we get him subdued. Now things are really getting weird around the house, and we have to admit that maybe not all of this is in Matt's head. So we decide, as we should, that it's time to leave all the lights on. And this is where Dad shows up in the middle of the night, hammered, and probably a little depressed because he had to sell his classic truck to pay for the medical bills. And he's like, I'm going to take all the light bulbs and smash them in the sink because we're paying too much for electricity. Now, I've come home drunk before. I fully admit that. Usually what happens in my case is I try and fail to have sex with my wife, and then I either vomit or pass out or both.
Sure.
At no point has it occurred to me
to turn off lights,
to smash light bulbs. And even if the lights were on, I would just be like, it's bright, go turn them all off.
Well, you're not an angry prick.
Well, I'm... The flag football weekend I've just had, sir, indeed. I might come in here and start popping footballs. I'm not doing it anymore.
Not coaching this bullshit
anymore. Motherfuckers. It's okay, Daddy's just angry. He's not mad at you.
The kids are fucking over it like 2 minutes after it happened.
Oh, yeah. They're like, go ahead and stab him, Dad. I'm sick of it. Stupid. All right, so that's pretty gnarly. Now they're all pissed off at Dad. Mom follows him out, and she's like, you are childish, and you're being a doofus, and go right ahead and fuck yourself. And then he's like, okay, I'm sorry. And she's like, no, don't touch me. Get out of here. So away he goes. Now this is like the night that the shit officially hits the fan. Or actually, it's the following night, because now I believe at this point, one of the kids has seen the dude. Wendy has like a weird thing in her room where...
Birds.
Yeah. There's like a painting of a bird on the wall, and periodically just like a whole flock of birds fly through there. And it freaks her right out. So she's now convinced that something's going on. So they do what they think they should do. They wait till Mom and the kids leave the house, Wendy and Matt, and they call the pastor Popescu, who shows up. Now, I was under the impression, and I'm not a religious guy, that if you are a pastor, your job is to offer spiritual healing and, guidance and certain things. This one also comes with psychic abilities. Because he comes in and he's like, there is a dangerous presence in this house. Yeah. Okay, all right. Well, he decides to lead them in prayer, which sends Matt into another one of his vision quests. This time we get a little bit better of a picture of what the hell's going on here. We have the old guy. We jump back to the 1920s or 10s or whatever. We have the old guy leading a seance. Well, actually, the kid, Jonah, is, but the old guy is like...
directing it, basically.
Looming behind them. And a bunch of people, and then Jonah spits out a bunch of ectoplasm, which floats up in the air over the table, and then like a thunderstorm starts going inside the ectoplasm, and then you just see people yelling and freaking out and running away. I don't know what the hell's going on just yet, but we'll get to that in a second. Unfortunately, in the middle of this prayer session, Mom walks in, and she's like, who the hell is this guy? What's going on in my house? And Wendy's like going, this is our friend, we called him. And the pastor's like, yeah, I'm here to help. And Mom's like, no, I don't care, get the hell out. He's like, well, I met Matt at the treatment center, and we have the same kind of cancer. So she's like, I don't care, he's not going to die, you get the hell out of here, we don't need pastors. So he leaves. Okay, great. Matt is kind of like in a weird beleaguered state at this point. And then everybody goes to bed, and we're kind of like okay for a second, and then electrical ghost-quake happens. Lights flashing, rotary phones ringing for no reason. Everybody's freaking out. There's like a weird like electrical arcs jumping around.
Jumping out of the old fixtures that the dad took all the light bulbs out of.
Yes, so maybe should have left those light bulbs in.
Fucking dickhead.
Then now we have a genuine fire hazard on our hands here. They all run together into Mom's room and kind of huddle up, and they're like, what the shit was that? Dad has been removed from the house for being hammered, so they're like, well, let's call that Popescu guy back and see what he thinks of this shit. So they call him back. They're like, hey, man, we're really sorry about kicking you out earlier. Clearly you're a nice dude, and maybe you could help us out with the electrical problems we're having. He's like, yeah, absolutely. Comes in. He does a... It's never
ghost dowsing.
Whatever I don't know. It's not an exorcism. He's not.
No, he's looking for the ghost with his iron cross,
and it's got to be iron because that
iron
means something.
Cross,
and iron magic.
I think he said Iron Magnet.
Okay, well, Iron Magic sounds way cooler.
Okay.
That is the name.
Iron Magic, that's our metal band.
Kick-ass metal band right there. And now, Iron Magic! He walks around and he's like, dude, I know for a fact that there's a very evil presence here, but I'm going to lay the Iron Magic on it, and we're going to get it the hell out of here, and you guys are going to feel great. So he walks around and, does his kind of a thing, and we get, he's kind of picking things up, I guess, as he goes. He says that he confirms that you got yourself a box of eyelids. The guy that ran the funeral parlor was actually a necromancer from World of Warcraft.
Is that where they come from?
I believe it was level 40.
All right.
Or maybe a lower level.
He looked a little nerdy for level 40.
And he didn't look like he knew what he was doing. He's just standing around back there, so maybe like a level 22 necromancer. I don't know. He can't even summon the skeleton yet, Dusty. Fucking amateur. But he walks around. He's like, yeah, that guy was a necromancer, and he wasn't trying to commune with the spirits. He was trying to bind them and then use them for his evil bidding. And now there's one soul that's trapped here, and he's like keeping everybody here. He's like the ringleader. It's probably that kid, because that kid looked like he was up to no good. So everybody's like, okay, well, how about you just get everything out, clear all that out so we can, live a normal life. So he's like, yeah, I got you. And he does like some more walking around and doing his Iron Cross magic on things, goes down and sees Matt in his basement bedroom. And Matt, okay, so part of the weird dialogue between these two is that because they both have lymphoma cancer, they kind of straddle the world between the living and the dead.
They're on the brink of death, so they can see things that the healthy people can't see, is what I gather.
Okay, sure.
So they're close to the spirit world because they're almost dead themselves.
Got it. Yeah. That makes sense. So, he goes down and he's like, Matt, you see that guy in the corner? And Matt's like, yeah, he's been staring at me for a couple of hours. He's like, oh. And then the fucking door on the dumbwaiter starts opening and closing. So Popescu's like, I got to get on the other side. I think that's where our problem is. So he goes and he like crawls through the dumbwaiter and finds a bunch of bones. And he's like, aha, solved your problem. Yeah, you had a dead guy back there the whole time. So I'm going to take these bones and go bury them give them the consecrated burial, and then that should take care of your problem. So you're welcome, and you'll be receiving a bill for my services, but that's going to come later. Mom is
charitable donation.
I mean, this is a tax write-off.
Sure.
It should be. Yeah. Mom's walking him out, and she's like, I'm sorry that I kicked you out earlier. And he's like, don't worry about it. But it's cool. You might have like some aftershocks kind of a thing, because apparently these are like ghost-quakes. So, you get a little weird for the next day or two, but after that you're good. I'm going to go take care of this dead guy here. So he hops in his car and he starts driving. Matt goes back to sleep thinking everything's well and good. Gets in his car, takes off down the road, gets, a couple miles down the road, looks in his rearview mirror and sees the burned up kid in the back seat. In the meantime, Matt, back at the house, wakes up, and now he went full books of blood, and he's got all the runes carved into his skin, so he's like, fuck me. Everybody runs downstairs, sees what's going on with Matt, and they're like, what did you do to yourself? How could he have done that to himself?
No, it was on his back.
Yeah, in weird places.
Yeah.
You need like a mirror and like some
long
kind of one of those
on a stick
back scratcher things, maybe. And even then, it's going to look like shit. But he's covered in that shit, so they call the ambulance for him. You get him in the ambulance, get him to the hospital. Great. Dad meets him there, presumably somewhat sober at this point. He's like, oh my God, what happened? It doesn't matter. I'm just glad you're here now. In the meantime, Popescu's car careens off the road and he's fine. It goes like over a jump, which is pretty cool, and then into a ditch, and then he's like, what the shit? So he looks in the rearview mirror, and the burned up kid is still there. He's like, I'm going to take care of your bones here. So what is your problem with me? And then the windows roll down, and all the dust, like the ash and the bones, all blow out. Mm-hmm. And he's like, he looks back in the back seat, and you just get that one tear come down. I wish I could come up with one tear every now and then. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I don't want to
just
sob.
To get your way in a fight or something.
Yeah, exactly. Just every now and then when the wife is giving me a hard time, you know what? I'm fine. One tear.
Then she'd be sorry.
Then she's, oh, so sensitive. No, I'm fine.
No, we both know our wives would say, you fucking Nancy
pussy.
boy.
Are you crying?
Suck it up.
Are you crying right now? Oh, my God. How old are you?
We have such loving women.
Oh, yeah. God damn it. My back still hurts. He's like, through the weird smoke dust cloud, he gains understanding somehow. And in the meantime, back at the hospital, Matt also confronts the burned up kid who just pops up in his hospital room. They get up and have themselves like a stare down right in the middle of the room, which then takes us back to flashback territory. We find out what the hell happened. So we had our necromancer there who was forcing the kid to do the seance because he has psychic abilities. The kid vomits up a bunch of ectoplasm into the air, which somehow ignites.
Yeah, spontaneously combusted, basically.
It's highly flammable.
Yep.
So I recommend a Class B fire extinguisher.
Or just do it outside.
Oh, that's a good idea, too, but not like in a dry area.
Yeah,
no.
Not in the desert.
Keep the sprinklers ready to run.
Yep.
Somehow the fucking ectoplasm caught on fire, and the whole house did. The people were there. Kid's trying to get them out. He's like running up, but somebody grabs him and shoves him back.
Oh, he fucking woke up.
Yeah, he was in a
He wasn't
trance.
trying to get them out. He woke up off the floor.
Yeah.
After spewing the ectoplasm and, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And he wakes up and they're just charred corpses all over the
That's
fucking
right. They
room.
were already dead.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
like, oh, what the fuck? And just goes to run out,
Gets to the front door, can't get out. Somehow, I felt like the necromancer guy was like chasing him or something.
No. The necromancer guy was one of the. He was still alive, but he was at the base of the table.
Right.
He said, "Jonah, get out!
They're coming for you now." That's right.
Yeah.
So big chase sequence, sort of. Goes up, can't get out the front door. Ends up getting himself into the dumbwaiter, which apparently goes down to the crematorium or something like that.
Yeah.
So he gets himself stuck in the crematorium, and then the flames kick on, and boom!
He burns him up.
He burns him right up.
Burns him alive.
But this brings us to the realization that our pastor has that all the souls in the house were so full of rage and terror, and they've been trapped there. But Jonah was there with them, and he was keeping them
basically keeping at bay.
Yeah. So, but now he removed the bones, which got Jonah out of the house, or the spirit of Jonah, I should say. And now the angry spirits are there to really run amok. He makes to a payphone, calls the house, and leaves an message on them. You got to get out of there now, dude. Unfortunately, Wendy is in the shower and doesn't hear the phone. Mom and Dad are at the hospital with Matt, so it's just Wendy and the kids. Wendy's in the shower, and she gets like a cellophane wrap with the shower curtain, and falls down. And then, okay, fuck. So now we got to get out. At that point, they go in to see Matt at the hospital. He's broken out. Mm-hmm. He couldn't have been. They made it sound like he was going to die that night.
Yeah.
You tell
the
me
doctor said, hey, I don't even know how he's still alive.
Yeah. He managed
the levels that he's showing on his, test results.
Yeah, but he managed to break out a window and walk all the way back to the house.
Pick himself an axe
with an axe somehow. Gets back to the house as Wendy and the kids are trying to get out. He gets in there. Everybody's thinking, he's fucking.
They thought he was coming for them.
Possessed. Yeah, he's got an axe.
Coming,
and he's got like a real, ready for business kind of a look on his face.
Real Jack Torrance look about it.
Oh, totally. And then when he starts banging at the door with the axe, here's Johnny. He gets inside and like everybody's like, oh my God, Jesus Christ, Matt, what are you doing? He like shoves them all out of the house, and then he tells them, make sure that they don't put the fire out. And they're like, what about you? And he's like, I'm already dead. So he slams the door and barricades a bunch of furniture in front of it. And then he just starts basically chopping the house down. And as he's doing so, dead bodies are falling out of the walls and the ceilings. And they've all got the rune markings or whatever it is.
And no eyelids.
No eyelids either. Very scary. Puts a big...
Okay, here's another thing that was like, what the fuck? These bodies are 80 fucking years old.
They would be bones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No amount of formaldehyde would keep them from, they maybe would mummified, but they still looked fairly fresh.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, had all their features and all that. I think we are supposed to say that because this is a funeral home and various preservatives
No.
Dude, you had that many. That was like...
They were stacked in there like cordwood.
It was like a football team, like 53 people.
There was a ton.
Yeah, they're in the ceiling, they're in the walls. I mean, what the fuck is that going to smell like?
Exactly.
Even with all your preservatives. All right, whatever, man.
Well, did you talk yet? Well, we haven't talked about why the necromancer guy was doing that, though.
Why was he doing it?
So he was doing that. He was stealing bodies.
Yeah.
From the cemetery,
right,
and returning the
sandbags and
the coffins back, right. He was taking these bodies and cutting all the runes into their skin, and basically, and cutting their eyelids off so that they could not, cross over to the other side, basically.
Right.
And he was stacking them all in the walls of the seance room to give Jonah more power. So basically, it was amplifying his psychic abilities by having all these restless, spirits around him. Okay. So that was the necromancer doctor's big plan, was to basically give him more power by all these fucking dead bodies around.
Okay. I feel like that would just drive the property value down.
Well, he got them nice walled up with some wallpaper on there.
Sure.
Nobody knew the difference except for maybe a little musty smell.
Ugh. Fucking insects in there alone. All right, whatever. That I was under the impression he was just trying to trap the spirits in the house so that they could do his bidding or whatever. I mean,
I got it from he was basically trying to amplify Jonah's power.
Okay, I'm into that too. Regardless, we're running around, smashing all the walls open with his axe, and dead bodies are flopping all over the place. Put the place on fire. Great. Place is going up. Now all the dead bodies are up. And I guess the ghosts.
The ghosts, yeah.
And they kind of surround Matt in the middle. And he's like, oh, Jesus, okay. About that point is when Mom and Dad show up. Mom goes running into the fire. Dad gets stopped at the door. Mom grabs Matt, and they kind of huddle under a end table or something like that.
Yeah.
It would be like 500 degrees.
Oh, yeah, they'd be dead.
Regardless.
Or smoke inhalation.
Oh, yeah.
Dead.
They're like hanging out there. All the dead bodies are like, they do like a Eagles on me, Eagles on three, kind of the 1, 2, 3, Eagles.
Yep.
And, and then they all kind of gather around Matt and his mom, and then they all just dissipate. Because I think it was because the pastor was outside, like, giving them the...
I think it was because he was burning the bodies.
Or was it just the bodies?
I think it was the bodies that were getting burned up, which would allow the spirits to leave.
I'll buy that too.
That's
sure.
I think that was Matt's plan. That's why he was trying to burn. He was trying to get them out of the walls and then burn them all up, so that they could be
free.
Be free.
I'm into that.
Yeah.
Or maybe he just hated that house and he wanted to do that too.
That could have been.
Eventually, they're thinking, okay, Mom and Matt are already dead. But then a fire axe comes through about 3 inches away from Mom's head, and they get pulled out into the front yard. Matt gets CPR done on him, and then he pops back up, and he's okay. And Mom's good. And then for a second there, the dead Jonah shows up standing behind Pastor Popescu, and they kind of look at each other for a second, and then Jonah looks up at the night sky, and then Jonah's gone, and the pastor's like, I'm going to go back to bed. And he goes off to his car, and that's about the end of your movie there.
Well, they were trying to, when he gets brought out of the house, the firemen were trying to bring him back, basically. Yeah. He was dead.
Yeah.
Deader than fuck. So.
Yeah.
But then the credit cookie, or what do you want to call it, they said that Matt made a full recovery from his cancer.
Yes.
So... did you read that?
I did. The kid did make a recovery from his cancer, but...
It came back a year later.
Yes. And he died in... Well, he actually made it to 2012, I think.
That was a good run.
So it's not a bad
from
run.
87.
He got to see this movie.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what he thought of it, but he did get to see it. That's your movie, dude. What did you think of Haunting in Connecticut?
Yeah, I liked it. Like I said, this is the second time I've seen it, but I hadn't seen it since it probably first came out. So
yeah,
it was a good revisiting.
Okay. Yeah. I remembered not liking it at all the first time I saw it. I thought the box of eyelids was dumb. I thought the bodies in the walls was dumb. I thought basically it was dumb, the whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it this time. There's some good stuff in there. I like, despite
it had creepy moments.
Yeah.
Sure,
despite the really stupid explanations, I like the moments where the ghosts kind of all surround Matt. And just kind of stare at him without any eyelids.
Pretty creepy looking ghosts.
Yeah, I thought that was all right. There's some good things going on. They lean a little heavily on the based on a true story horseshit.
Yeah.
Which, it's based on something. I don't know.
Well, everything's based on something, Darian.
Clearly. Always. I'm based on things. It's all right. I say check it out if you haven't seen it. There's actually a sequel to this.
I saw that pop up. What was this on? This was on, I think I watched it on Prime.
Yeah.
And the sequel popped up, and I was like, I don't think I'll be watching that. It had like a 3.1 on
Haunting
Prime.
in Connecticut 2, Ghosts of Georgia. Shouldn't it just be Haunting in Georgia? I'm not arguing semantics. I'm just saying.
That's on the nose there.
I've seen it. It has absolutely nothing to do with what we just saw. It's another based on a true story haunting
Georgia.
reenactment. I think it takes place in Georgia. Haunting in Georgia.
What they needed to do was just called it a haunting.
Sure.
Semicolon.
Georgia.
Georgia.
Yeah.
Instead of haunting.
In Connecticut. 2, which has nothing to do with that. All right, whatever. I don't care. I don't even care anymore. All right, my man. I say we take us a little break, and then we come back to the Terra Dome.
All right.
mates. If you like what you hear, head over to the Padded Room Facebook group and support us through the Patreon link with a small monthly donation. Check out the T-Villain link at paddedroom.podbean.com and grab some t-shirts. Thanks for listening and enjoy the rest of the show.
And we are back, Dusty.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are, sir. Are you ready to kick off the 2025 Terradome Championship?
I almost can't contain my excitement.
I am on the edge of my seat right now.
Yes. Let's do it.
No tears, please. It's a waste of good suffering.
I'm not gonna hurt you. You didn't let me finish my sentence. I said, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains in. I'm gonna bash them right the fuck in. I'll kill you all. I'll drive you crazy. I'll kill you all. Worst dream come true.
6-year-old child with this blank, pale, emotionless face, with blackish eyes, the devil's eyes.
Welcome to the Terradome.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to start it off with preliminary fight announcements tonight. This is going to be a teams competition. Got a few new competitors this year,
right.
Senor. Some of this isn't going to make any sense. It doesn't have to.
Okay.
Just let it flow. Let it wash over you.
Just like a fantasy football draft.
Absolutely.
Thinking about who I'm going to want to pick here.
Absolutely. Some of these are kind of dumb, actually. We're going to start things off in the Asylum Conference. We're going to start with Purgers versus the Sawyer family.
Okay.
Mutant Cannibals versus a Coven of Witches. Possessed Animatronics.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rookies to the tournament.
Versus the Infected.
Uh-huh.
It could happen. Critters versus Ghoulies. I'm excited for that.
That's a good match. That's a Monday Night Football right there.
Totally. It's going to be very stupid. Satanic Cult versus the Umbrella Corporation. Fish People versus vampires. Fish people are fucking scary, dude. There's some scary fish people movies.
Okay.
Humanoids from the Deep.
Yeah, okay.
Cold Skin. All kinds of scary shit. Firefly Family versus Nazi Zombies.
Mm-hmm.
And The Strangers versus Killer Dolls.
Mm-hmm.
Kicking it over to the Inferno Conference, we have Werewolves versus Cenobites.
Mm-hmm.
The Blind Dead versus the Hattiger Brothers. Have you ever seen a Blind Dead movie?
Yes, the first one.
Oh, that's all you need. Silent Hill Nurses versus Predators. Yeah, you know. Ghosts versus the Elite Hunting Company.
I don't see how that happens.
Me neither. Uluwatu Tribe versus Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
All right.
That could be a thing. The Deadites versus the Phantasm Dwarfs.
Okay.
Those guys are kind of creepy.
Yeah.
They don't really do much other than lug coffins around.
No, they're kind of more like
labor.
Hired
forced
help.
labor. Yeah.
Or
every now and then
slave labor.
They'll pop out of a closet, scare you, but that's about it. Okay. I was running out of ideas towards the end here. I have Zombies versus the Pooh Friends.
Oh, from the Poohniverse.
From the Poohniverse, yes.
Okay.
Very, very scary
so we're
stuff.
calling Winnie the Pooh, Tigger,
Owlie, whatever that owl thing was.
Yeah.
I remember him. Christopher Robbins, he's a scary guy now. And lastly, Demons versus Xenomorphs.
Ooh.
There you have it.
All right.
Any ideas just yet, sir?
I had a couple in the beginning, or before you mentioned, but I won't say until...
We can switch them out if you got somebody you want to see in here.
Oh, you mean replacement fighters? No. The list is good. I'm just trying to figure out who I want to pick.
I'm eyeballing Fish People.
So you're basically throwing in the towel.
No. Fish People can jack somebody up, dude.
I don't know, sir. If the battle happened aquatically, sure.
Absolutely.
But on land? No.
They strike on land. You've seen humanoids from the deep.
Yes, but
you've seen a creature from the Black Lagoon.
Water.
True.
So when you write the story,
you cannot swim. No, it's taking place in the fucking water, bro. Bottom of the ocean.
Inside trading right there.
Yeah, there it is, inmates. Get us your picks by next week. I'm gonna start writing this week, and you're gonna have round 1 coming at you next week.
All right.
Think about who you want. If you want to pick a horse in this year's race, I got my eye on a few. I know Dusty does, and we'll get hot and heated next week. In the meantime, we got to tell you what movies we got to watch this week in a little segment called "What Are You Looking At?" Fish People. I'm looking at Fish People.
Oh, God.
I'm going to make it a point to watch a bunch of Fish People movies.
You probably should assign them so that people have sympathy for you.
That's yeah.
For your fighter.
What are you looking at?
Okay, so for my birthday, my mom got me a $100 gift card, Visa gift card.
All right.
I did the same thing with it I always do, which is take myself right over to Shout Factory and buy a bunch of horror movies.
Okay.
The first one I came to was one that I remembered watching as a kid and being a little frightened but more confused by the whole thing. It's called Nomads from 1986. Have you seen this one?
Have not.
Starring Pierce Brosnan.
Brosnan, okay.
And
I didn't know Pierce Brosnan dabbled in the horror world.
Very rarely. But it also had the 80s phenom Adam Ant.
Adam Ant.
Remember Adam Ant? Here we go, goody goody two shoes.
Oh, yeah.
He was a pop star.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's in this movie.
Right.
He has no lines of dialogue. Now, I'm still confused by this. So, according to the movie, you have these. Fuck me. And the more that I think about it, the more I don't know. It's alluded to. Okay, so this French photographer moves to L.A. and he gets accosted by this group of toughs.
Okay.
So he gets, I guess, a little bit obsessed with them. So he starts following them around and taking pictures of them, and I guess comes to believe that they are demons or something. He's like, and this is Pierce Brosnan doing a French accent. He's like, I followed them for 30 hours and they never stopped moving. They just go from one place to another, to another, to another. And then, like another, there's this weird body swap situation with this other doctor. And she like calls an occult researcher, and he gives her this history about like these nomad entities that just kind of keep going through the desert throughout time, from city to city to city. But it's just a gang of fucking 80s toughs, and like they don't do anything supernatural. At the end, they all kind of follow the doctor home and break into her house and wreck a bunch of shit. But there's really nothing other than the phone call with the occultist. There's nothing to insinuate that they are demons.
Demons at all?
No.
Kind of sounds like, you remember Dogma?
Yeah.
Kevin Smith?
Yeah.
The demons were the little
the kids
with the fucking hockey stick?
Yeah.
There you go. That's maybe where you got the idea.
I mean, these 80s toughs did kill a guy, so they got
that.
So
did the fucking hockey kids.
That's true, but those guys were fun.
Yeah, they were.
And Jason Lee was the devil, and he's like, I love air conditioning. I'm still, it felt very much like a Don Johnson music video. You know what I mean? Like a lot of Pierce Brosnan with his shirt undone down to the navel.
Yeah, you're only allowed to button the fourth button down.
Mid-sternum is where
exactly.
it is.
In the 80s, that's where you had to start.
Yeah, and you got to look out the window and smoke cigarettes.
Yep.
And look brooding.
This way.
Yeah.
Very close. Two-fingered.
Absolutely. I don't know. I don't know why I like that movie. I don't think I actually do. I talk myself through it. I think
so. You wasted some of your mom's money.
It was $20 on fucking Shout Factory, and now I can watch Nomad because I tried to find it the other day. Yeah. I was going to watch it on Roku, and I couldn't find it anywhere. But now I've satisfied my curiosity, and it is sitting on a shelf up there.
All right,
where it will rot.
Yep,
and
never to be touched again.
Never to be touched again. Yeah. I watched that. I watched Rawhead Rex from 1984. That movie is still ridiculous. And I watched The Surrender from 2025. This is a new one. Just hit Shudder.
Oh, it's on Shudder. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Basically, you have a very well-to-do family. The dad dies. The mom, after that, goes a little bit off the deep end, so she brings in this occultist to try to bring the dad back or bring him to, like... I think what she wanted was to have the ghost of the dad haunt the house so that she could still talk to the dad periodically.
Okay.
In like a weird thing. But the daughter is there and she's like trying to talk sense into her mom, but the occult ritual goes completely sideways because the daughter fucked it up, and mom and the daughter end up in like this hell dimension, and then the daughter manages to find her way back, and then we unlock some childhood trauma and things like that. But the time they spend in the hell dimension is pretty dope because they're like stuck in the circle of candles, which is protecting them.
I think I saw that on there. I mean, I didn't watch it, but I saw the trailer. We watched the trailer for it, so it's pretty decent.
It's not a bad show. Okay. I'll say it's not a bad show.
All right.
And that's all I got to watch this week, man.
All right.
What do you got?
I didn't have a whole lot this week. I had a lot of stuff going on, getting the back-to-school things going and other things with the kiddo. So all we watched horror-related was the next episode of Dexter.
Okay.
And still great. I'm still liking it. So if you haven't, well, you could wait till it's all done and then binge the shit out of it.
That's probably what I'll do, yeah.
But it's good. I'm still liking it, and it's kind of getting back to its roots, good old Dexter, and...
Dextering.
Wonder if you're going to get away with this time and in a new city, and he's hunting in New York. So, yeah, no, it's good. I like
Very cool.
And, obviously talked about the killer or the serial killer society. Society, but gathering.
Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, Peter Dinklage.
Yeah.
And they haven't really said he's kind of he's playing it very well as far as his public-facing persona. Nobody has any idea of what he's actually doing,
Very cool.
So, no, it's good. But, yeah, that's all I had time to watch this week.
All righty. Very cool. How about some immersion therapy then, amigo?
Yeah.
Immersion therapy.
Call me an asshole. Call me a bitter old horror fan, but I love a racist Irish cop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You dagos and you wops and you come in here with your your haircut and I just want to shoot you all in the face.
You beatniks.
Yeah. And it's another white guy he's talking to, which makes him like an even more racist.
Well, they don't like hippies either.
No, definitely not.
Long-haired hippie.
That's what it is.
Haircut.
That's what it is. Yeah. What did you think of Living Dead in Manchester Morgue?
It was all right.
It's one of my favorite zombie movies.
It definitely took a while to get kind of going.
Yeah.
Went through a lot of... For one, the 70s must have been another time, right?
Right, yeah.
Listen here, you dingy dame. You made me late, so now... You're going to take me to where I need to go.
I'm hopping in your car.
But I'm fucking driving.
Yeah, because
your car.
Yeah, because you obviously can't.
You don't know anything.
No. We're going to want to go the whole way in reverse, do we?
Oh, my God. I could not believe that. I was like, wow. I mean, I wonder if that kind of shit really... It was... blew my mind.
Yeah. So there's that.
And then she says, you need to take me to my sister's. I was like, no, fuck you.
Yeah.
I got to be at my place.
Okay, you take my car, and I'll send somebody to come get it.
Yeah.
Who the fuck? A guy on a bike is going to roll up?
You knew this guy for all of 10 minutes.
Yeah. That's great. That's how movies were made back then, buddy.
I guess.
I love the zombies in this movie. There's a lot that does not make sense here, but it's fine. I don't know. It's just one of my favorites. I like the vibe. I think the vibe of it. You know what I mean? I like the. It's not a zombie apocalypse, but it could very well escalate to that. But you're still in the microcosm of the
where it started. Yeah,
one zombie running around, and nobody. This guy's eating people up, and nobody believes you because fucking zombie, right?
Yeah, these poor, just British, working class guys. Yeah. With their machine, their weird insecticide machine,
satellite dish thing,
insecticide radiation, fucking dish.
Let me get this straight. I got to strap this thing to my back and walk around my field with it every day? Get the fuck out of here.
And it ends up causing the dead to rise.
That makes sense. That all checks out. Here's the biggest question I always had about this movie. You live in the English countryside in what appears to be some kind of a stone hovel. How are you acquiring heroin?
Yeah.
Where does that come from?
Exactly.
We just spent a good 20 minutes of exposition talking about what a small town this is and how we don't like outsiders. You've got black tar heroin.
Right in your garage.
Right in your garage.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so the other thing, that and how the fuck did the slow-moving, what was it, George zombie? Or George was the guy?
Yeah.
Anyway, the first zombie that we see.
Yeah, Guthrie.
How did he get to the sister's house so fast? He was at the other guy's farm where they first saw him.
Oh, it's on the other side of the hill.
They were driving for quite a while.
Well, you got to drive around, but if you just walk over the hill, I don't know, man. I don't know.
And in the end, he sure got back to that cop's hotel room pretty goddamn fast.
Yeah, from the morgue.
From the morgue.
Boom.
All right.
I love me some Living Dead in Manchester morgue there, Dusty.
Okay.
All right, are you ready for this week's pick?
Let's lay it on me there, F.A.
Wow! You almost look depressed that you got to watch
No.
Okay, this one I think is at least going to pique your interest.
Okay.
It's called Climax.
I've seen that before, but that was on X videos.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and the one you watched was probably about 25 seconds.
Yeah, sure.
This one's a full hour and a half. It is streaming on Max.
Okay.
It is by Gaspar Noé and stars Sofia Boutella.
All right.
This is I would call it's. Well, I'm not going to say anything.
Well, give me a little clue, little hint, little to wet my whistle.
Okay, so just
you had me at Sofia Boutella
at Climax and Sofia Boutella.
Exactly.
Whole thing is one continuous take.
Okay.
Starts off. It's basically a dance troupe rehearsing their big dance number, sequestered in a like a school or something like that. Crazy blizzard going on. They've got it down. This is their last rehearsal before the big live performance. They nail it, and now it's time to celebrate. And somebody puts a little acid in the punch, and things go absolutely haywire from there.
All right.
Gaspar Noé, the entire movie is one continuous take. There's like 25 people in this dance troupe. So camera comes in and you listen to these two guys talk about how they want to fuck the girl in the red. And then the camera moves on and then we talk to the girl in the red who thinks she actually might be pregnant at the moment. And then we cut over here to the DJ, and he is battling his own homosexuality. And he's like, I don't know, he's kind of cute, but I don't want to be a gay guy, so I'm going to try to focus on tits for now. And then we cut over here to this young lady who is like the talent manager, and she's got her kid with her for a second, and then we come back over here, and then that's basically the whole movie. And it's each time the camera moves, things get a little bit worse and worse and worse, and then things get violent and people die.
All right,
you might.
Okay.
It's an experimental thing, I think.
Okay, yeah, sounds good.
Check that shit out, inmates, and we will do the same and compare notes next week. But now it is time for a round of Who's Your Daddy?
Who is Daddy?
First, my clues from last week, amigo. I am a heir apparent to the small town mining operation. I've been gone for a while. Had some romantic difficulties with my young lady friend here in town, so I split. And apparently while I was gone, the mine has been on the brink of bankruptcy and possible foreclosure, so I came back to try to right the ship. Unfortunately, as soon as I did, dead bodies started stacking up right around this small holiday of ours that our town is named after. And fuck me, I hope I'm not the guy killing people, but I'm a little bit of unstable. But so is my old best friend, who's now banging my girl, by the way. Pissed me right off. I am, of course, the My Bloody Valentine 3D remake, Dusty.
Yep.
I gotta say, I think I still prefer the original on this one.
I think they're both pretty good, but yeah, it's hard to like a remake better than the original if you're nostalgic about the original, I think.
Very true.
I think it's an emotional connection to it. But like I said, it's a good... I think they're both good movies, but
sure.
I think with you, the original is more... Well, you want to say rewatchable. All right.
Oh, sure.
I'd choose that one over the...
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Except for the nice updated boobs in the new one.
Yes. The new boobs are very nice.
Very nice, yeah.
There is one thing I really loved about the original, and that's the 80s dive bar. Mm-hmm. You don't see that. You walk in, and there's an immediate cloud of cigarette smoke.
Sure. Why not?
You got a bunch of...
smoking their asses off.
You got a bunch of fat fucks in there with the red plaid tablecloths. Mm-hmm. Chicken wings flying all over the place. There's usually
looks like a good place to hang.
The guy doing the knife game.
Thing.
Yeah, you got to love that shit. You don't see that anymore, man. I miss that. I miss a Shakey's Pizza because that was like the pinnacle of the 80s pizzeria dive bar right there.
You know, everything you talked about except for the knife game and the cigarette smoke.
I never participated in the knife game. Yeah. Thank Christ, I got all my fingers. Who might I be this week, you ask? Well, I'm gonna be a suburban dad. I had to zero in on a character there for a minute. I probably should have thought of that. It's been a long day at work, and we're in the spooky season. I came home. My wife had a highball for me, because that's what I do when I come home from work. And God damn it, I found out my son upstairs has been reading trashy comics.
That little
shit.
Son
of a bitch. I'm going to take that comic book. I'm going to give him a good backhand. I'm going to throw the comic in the garbage, and hopefully he didn't order anything out of the back of the comic that could possibly affect my upper back and possibly lower back also in the morning. And I wish the special effects artist / garbage man would get here a little bit sooner to get the fucking comic out of here before any real damage could be done. Who might I be, you ask? Tune in next week and I'll drop some knowledge on you inmates. In the meantime, I think that's about going to do it for us. Thank you guys very much for tuning in, as usual. In the meantime, join us next week for Smile, continuing Kyle Gallner month here in the Padded Room. Like, comment, subscribe wherever you found this show. That helps our visibility quite a bit. Dusty, you got anything else on the week?
Nope. Thanks, everybody, for listening. Talk to you next week.
Absolutely. For Kyle Gallner, Smile Demons. Fucking, I guess that would now be considered an abusive dad for swatting the kid over a creepy comic book.
Yeah,
that's a bit.
That's
much.
why kids are soft these days.
Oh, that could be it too. Yeah, really, he should have thrown him a Chuck Norris roundhouse kick.
Yeah,
broken some drywall in that bitch. Rawhead Rex, the silly bitch that he is. New video games headed to the Nintendo Switch that I got to figure out how to use because I would like to at least see what they look like. And the Padded Room podcast. I'm afraid visiting hours are over.